Amen. All right. Shalom, shalom, Yasharala, shalom. All right. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kodesh. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. Special salutations to the Akim out there, brothers of the Shepherd of Berea camp, those who are laboring in His truth and sincerity with the Spirit, through the Spirit that the Lord gave them, man, according to their measure. All right. All right. The Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh, which means He is to be. All right. That's the Hebrew name, the Most High. That is the language of the heavens. Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name means He is the deliverer. He's the savior to His people, which are the Israelites. All right. The title in this video: if you are who you say you are, you know, Lupe Fiasco had a song called Superstar. And then with the lyrics went, if you are who you say you are, and it say a superstar, then have no fear, the cameras is here, right? But we're going to change that around, man. If you are who you say you are, okay, which is a righteous man, then have no fear, because the test is here, all right? The test that's coming upon the earth, all right? Let me read some articles through the Spirit, okay? Because this is really going to put every brother to the test. And this is why fasting and praying in this time is important, because we are in His flesh. And we got a lot of impurities to deal with. Each one and every one of us brothers have a lot of things to deal with. You know, some more than others, okay? But it's imperative that those things be addressed, okay, before the coming of the Lord. Because He said what? To present them, I shall bring you forth as, like, present you as a bridesmaid. The Most High going to take the best looking bride. The Most High is judging on what? The integrity, the purity of a man, okay? You know, and, you know, without further ado, I'm going to read this, and I want to get 2 Timothy's, okay? This is 2nd Esdras first, the 16th chapter, and I'm going to start at the 73rd verse. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. They shall be tried as the gold in the fire. All right, so that's what it is, man. All right, Most High said it, meaning we're gonna be put through the fire. You're gonna be put in conditions that's gonna show if you're a diamond, if you're wood, you know, if you are who you say you are. You know, we come out to say we Israelites, prince of the power. Okay, well, now we're going to see who's really the prince of the power through the Spirit. You know, the Most High already knows who the men of the Lord is, but you're going to see more evident for yourself. As me going through these walks, I see the uncleanness in things that I have to work on through the Spirit. All right, they point out through the Spirit by great men around, and these are things that you got to work on. You know, these are things that you got to pray and fast on. You know, and there's going to be bigger tests than these. You know, there's going to be bigger situations. And overall, whoever's already the elect is the elect. You know, there's just a time of revealing, all right, is about to come. You know, the revealing of the devil is coming. Everybody sees that this society is wicked, okay? They see that the other nations, the Edomites, so-called Chinese, you had the dude who said the no niggas zone, they're seeing that they're wicked. All right, so there's a lot of revealing that's about to go down, okay? As the Lord said, no stone shall be left unturned. You're going to see who's the righteous. You're going to see who's the wicked, okay? But like the song said, you know, if you are, then have no fear. All right, so this is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. All right, now, let's get the word perilous through the Spirit, all right? Now, we are in the troubled times, all right? I said I was going to get some articles. You have lots of people losing their job, all right? So that's going to put a heavy energy of a self-preservation, or, you know, of an energy of anger, okay? That's the test, okay? You got, let's get it, a lot of articles were sent out through the Spirit. New York is about to kill, it says to kill a whole lot of landlords. Not like take their life, but take the means of their life, which is what? They actually won't be getting paid the rent through their tenants. A lot of people are going to be getting paid, not having to pay their landlord. All right. It says thousands of tenants haven't paid full rent. Others looking to escape the virus, violent crime, plunging quality of life have fled, pushing up the vacancy rate, forcing owners to grant concessions. Meanwhile, landlords' bills, including property taxes and water and sewage fees, have mounted without letup. Cleaning and other costs have actually soared thanks to the pandemic. So these people who own property, all right, they're going through it. So, you know, it's all going to be a test, you know, because now you're being put in a situation where it's not easy for you to do things. If you was doing things, being able to help out here, or doing things, whatever whatever, however the landlord was, these landlords are individuals and people in their lives personally do certain things, whether being charitable, all right. Now it's gonna put you to test, you know, to see, you know, how you really are. You know, are you really that same person all the way around, or are you only like that at certain times? Okay, so this is one article, okay, through the Spirit. You got Friendly's restaurant, all right. The whole chain is filing bankruptcy, so a lot of people gonna lose their jobs. So then what do they turn back to? They gotta go back home. They still gotta deal with losing their job. Yeah, they might get the little what they're giving people, the you know, when you lose unemployment, but that's for a set amount of time. All right, that's for a set amount of time. See, when it all crumbles, this is what's about to happen. There's an election, people are running to supermarkets, they stocking up on gas, they stocking up on food, you know. So it's about to get crazy, man. All right, but it's enough for the few articles I had through the Spirit that was shared out by other brothers, man. Through water for those articles. This is perilous. It says perilous. It says full of danger. Okay, so perilous times gonna come. Meaning this is gonna be full of danger. All right. It says risky, involving exposure to death. So you're gonna be exposed to death. That's why crime rate now in New York is up so high. People are killing. A lot of officers are stepping down due to what? Due to a lot of the protesters out there marching and saying that to defund the police. So it's a lot of evil and this is happening by the Lord. And guess what he's doing it for? He's doing it to test the integrity of the people. And mainly he's going to test the ones who come out there to profess his name. Okay? This is like the Job Boss show, you know, where the Lord, where all right, you're going through hard things, but the boss is next to you, right the whole time. He's going to see how you perform. You know, even though he know how your situation is, you know, are you gonna continue to remain and do what's right, or are you gonna go left, right? And see, going left is following the flesh, all right. And this flesh will always seek to save itself, all right. And that's something you got to know too, all right. It's always gonna seek to save itself, but see, the Spirit, okay, the Spirit will fight that. But that's why praying and fasting is an important thing. And diligently seeing the little things that are impurities that is inside of you. Okay, so it says involving exposure. It says spiritually dangerous, and that's a heavy definition through the Spirit, man. It says spiritually dangerous. You know, meaning that what, man? A lot of people they're gonna be soulless in that time, man. A lot of people their spirit is going to be in danger. So that's the test. If it's going to be spiritually dangerous, then I let you know the Most High is He's testing the inward part of you. You know, because the scriptures say, let me get that right real quick. This is get this real quick. Matthew chapter 26, verse 41. Salakia. Matthew's, that's not it right there. Yes, Matthew chapter 26, verse 41. Watch and pray. All right, we watching. And you see, you see the build up, man. When you watching, you see everybody losing their job. You watching, you seeing, okay? So you gotta watch. I mean, use your eyes. All right? And then pray. What's that mean? To ask the Most High, okay? Ask the Lord, all right, that you are able to endure, that he equipped you with that integrity to endure what's to come. All right, you got people praying for all sorts of things, all right? But the thing that's really gonna deliver you is you keeping that integrity towards the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Nothing else cardinal. It's all spiritual things, that qualities that's gonna need to be put inside of us. All right, and that spirit has to be pushed out there. You know, that spirit has to be pushed out there, because the world is gonna tell you to you know, act and do things, you know, do cardinal things. They're gonna be pushing you to do everything cardinal. All right, and then, you know, you're gonna fall short, all right, because you following the trend of the world, when most of the people, they ain't gonna have integrity during that time. They say people gonna be cannibalism. What type of integrity is that if you're gonna eat your child? You know, but you know, it's gonna be crazy out here, man. Thus saith the Bible. Thus saith the Lord. You know, not the Most High said that. It says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing. Okay? That means what? Your spirit is willing to do what's right. You know, everybody has a willpower to do what's right. Right? But guess what? It says, but the flesh is weak. All right? So that flesh is going to be like, nah. You know, and that's why you got to pray that you don't enter into that temptation. All right? Because why? What Yahweh Shai basically saying? Yeah, your spirit gonna want to fight, but guess what? At the end of the day, your flesh is gonna be weak. It's gonna fall short. That happened with Peter. You know, his spirit was willing. Nah, Lord, I'm you know, but it was set up through the spirit, but he denied the Lord 3 times. It was set up that way, but that, you know, again, that's the flesh. You see, that's the flesh. So it say, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. Okay, and that's what we seeing. We asking the Most High that, you know, he give us that integrity, that he don't put us, you know, in a situation that we can't bid, that I'm gonna make the wrong decision. You know, that's what we want to pray for, man. We want to pray that we don't be tempted above measure. Okay. Let me get head on down, get the rest of these up. I'll go back to Timothy's. Let's go back to Timothy's. All right, and all of these are the words of the Most High. These lessons, man, they're done to for the Most High to give us correction, to give us guidance on how to move. This is 2 Timothy's, and it is the spirit. 2 Timothy's 3:1. In the last days, perilous times shall come. Verse 2: for men shall be lovers of their own selves. So that's letting you know what people gonna be out for self. They're going to love themselves in their own time. They're not going to be worried about anybody else but themselves. Okay? And that spirit right there, that's happening. You see it. Okay? You see that spirit. You know? And that spirit could jump on you. All right? Well, you out for self. Okay? But that's why praying and fasting and staying in this book is a good thing. Because we're reading about it. We acknowledge it. You get to look at it. And then you get to ask the Most High for that integrity and not to put you in those situations or to remove those spirits from you. Okay? But this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. People prepared and trying to stack up for the cardinal things. Well, what about these spiritual things that's going to happen? What about your mannerism? What about that? You know, here it is. You got, I think, Brother Polite. The brother sent it out through the spirit, showing stacking up on gold. But hey, the Most High said, they're going to be lovers of himself. How's that going to deliver him from being a lover of himself? All right, covetous. You see that? That's all over. Covetous. What does that deal with? That deals with lusting. All right, that deals with you looking at somebody else. That's all on Instagram. That's all on the TVs. You seeing what other people got, and you lusting after it. All right, and you lusting after it. All right, and you dreaming about it. You know, you just want that same comfort or that same thing that they have. All right. Instead, it said, what? If you're gonna covet the prophesy. At least that's better. You know what I'm saying? At least you see a man prophesying. Damn, man, I want to, get like him, through the spirit, in a righteous manner, you know. And, that brother might have a level of measure that you can't, you're not going to get on. But that's better than you coveting after this whole world. After this world about to go up Shit's Creek, man. You seeing it. You seeing it, man. People are stacking up on food. People are stacking up on gas. This election is about to determine. Fauci said 2022 is this thing is going to be extended. So what type of mannerism should you be in? Okay, it says covetous, and it says boasters. Okay, you see that all on Instagram too, boasting. And you got to be careful about that spirit as well. You can't let that a demon like that jump on you. Because here, if you do something and then you mention it, not that you blasting it on the internet, but if you mention them around another brother, that doesn't need to be said. That doesn't need to be said. You shouldn't have that spirit that push you to do that. Even if you feel through the spirit that somebody might seem like, man, this brother don't pay for nothing or this, that, and the third. You can't put that out there because you trying to fight against something that's not even said. You just making up in your head. I don't know, this brother think, this brother never pay for this. So you know what? Let me just say, I did. That's a demon. Okay, and I had to be checked on that too, by me through the spirit. Through the spirit and power. How about Shimi Awashah? That these are things that because and these are things that come from the world. These are the wisdom of the world. But this is what Timothy was saying. So these are things that has to be checked. These are things that has to be prayed on. These is you see how they got COVID-19. They able to look and they see, okay, it looks like this. This is the crown virus. This is how they able to identify. You need to be able to identify these things. A lot of people not able to identify it. That's why being in this book, having a spiritual eye, was good because you're able to identify those situations, okay, or those diseases that's in you, okay. It says covetous, boasters. It says proud, okay. This whole nation got a whole proud spirit on it, man. All right, let's just call it like it is. This whole society has a proud spirit on it, man. All right, and being in this society is just gonna be nothing but a bunch of proud energy going on it. Okay, so that itself, the Most High is about to humble this place, man. And the Most High said, "What the meek shall inherit the earth." So pride could be anything. Pride could just be you fulfilling something that you want to do. Pride could be you fulfilling the imagination that you want to do. Because I said so, I gotta get it done. That's pride. Pride could be you feeling like, I want to do it just because I want to feel like I'm doing something. Brother somebody always taking care of me. That's pride. If you're not able to do it, you're not able to do it. It is what it is. But that's what pride kick in and be like, and if you can't handle it, then thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on that. I'm good right now, because then you don't want to enter that temptation where you feel like, oh man, that's using wisdom too. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm good. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Instead of leaving yourself in a situation and you receiving a lot and you feel like, oh man, I gotta do something. Yeah, see, I did this. But that's pride talking. Okay, to make yourself feel like, oh, you did something. Okay, when everything is through the Lord, everything that we see is the Most High's. Okay, so you can't, your voice, your arms, your body, ain't nothing for you to even be proud of. Earth and ashes. Okay, but that's all in this world, and that's something that Timothy said. So that's something that the Lord said. What? Pray. He said fast. These are little things that you have to see. Okay, because they're being exposed. All right, and you want that to be removed, and you don't want to put yourself in those situations, okay? Because guess what? The Most High is going to try to, he's going to see who's who, and those are little things that I even see being shown in myself. Okay, so those are hints. Okay, you got that in you, or you got this in you, right? So it says blasphemers. All right. You got people who's blaspheming, man. I don't want to hear that. Or people who just be like, yo, man, they think something else is more important than hearing the scriptures. You know, hey man, yeah, that's all y'all doing. How that's going to deliver? That's blasphemy. Because everything is inside of here. You know, you can't put this down, because this whole society, wherever you think you're trusting on, it's about to fail. This is the only thing that's going to be rocking. Okay? It says disobedient to parents. All right, you got I think one brother sent out an article about a father who was hanging from a rim. You had another father who was shot. Was it? I don't know if it was dealing with his child. You know, so I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it was a Muslim father. I think he was shot in a party. Nah, it had nothing to do with his child. But these children are disobedient to what? Their parents. All right? Why do you think you see all these young youth that's inside the gangs and stuff like that? You try to tell them something. Matter of fact, you know what's a good video to match for their brother sent out through the Spirit? This dude tried to talk to a young 17-year-old dude, and the young kid spazzed him. Like, yo, who you talking to? You know, he said, yo, I'll pop you. You know, you can't talk. There's no reasoning with them. You can't show them that that's the wrong way that they're living. That's you can't even reason with them. All right. It says unthankful. Okay, not being thankful for even from the Lord. You know, you gotta be thankful about the situations and the stuff you have. You know, here it is, you chasing after something else, and it makes you despise everything that the Most High did give you. You know, Most High give you a new place. The Most High give you a way that you surviving, especially in these times. Okay, it's cool. You might not have everything, or something like the next person you're looking at out there, or have it all planned out, but you got more than most people. People are losing shit, and you surviving, and that could be unthankful because you it's too busy lusting after something else, but you good. And not only that, you got this truth. Let's forget all the carnal stuff. You already know where it's gonna go. So you gotta be thankful for that. You can't just get distracted by the ways of the world and become unthankful by what the Most High is giving you with this knowledge. With great brothers around you, what they able to provide. Some brothers ain't able to do everything too. So hey, be thankful with another. Hey, according to his measurement, what he able to do. You can't despise. Oh man, this brother, this person, they ain't able to do X, Y, Z. Brothers able to do as far as they could through the Spirit, and that's how the Most High made them. But we got to be thankful. Your companion, your rib, or your child. Hey, yeah, you think, oh yeah, it's better. It should be like, but hey, you gotta be thankful through the Spirit. You look at other ones out there, and vice versa. You females out there, you got dudes dropping females off on the side of the damn road. You got all types of crazy stuff, man. So that it says unthankful. That's a heavy spirit that's going on out here, because it's like Timothy seen that, especially with this internet, man. That shit can make you real unthankful. You keep looking at other people's lives, keep looking at this and looking at that, and this thing and that happened. And you start being unthankful for what you just got. You just got something brand new. You just got a blessing. But you unthankful about the blessing because you want the bigger blessing. It says unholy. All right. It says without natural affection. Right. Anything you do, it should be natural. If you're not able to do it, then don't do it, because you can't force it, because then it's not natural. You don't want to force things that's not natural. Operate how you were operating, through the Spirit. If you was operating cool, doing things that you was able to do through the Spirit, leave it at that. And even if certain things you do don't get highlighted or is put on on a big 40-second time square display, is cool. Just remain and do what you do. It could be sending out a scripture. You could be building right up, checking on it, simple things. It just that's your natural affection thing. Let that be that. You know, if something you can't do, don't worry about it. Hey, hey, listen, I can't do it. Because then you're gonna chase that and then forget about all the natural affection things that you're doing. There's gonna be force, So these are things, the spirit that these is different things that Timothy was seeing that was gonna happen in the last days, man. Okay, it also says truce breakers. Okay, now the break of truce is that if you was at peace with someone and they go to war. I think the brother shared out that there was a truce between like two projects. I don't want to say the projects and be wrong, but then all of a sudden they broke the truce, and now they've been all throughout Brooklyn. They've been killing each other. It says truce, a mutual agreed upon a temporary intermission of hostilities. All right, It also says a faith, an assurance of faith, a covenant, a treaty. Truth, fidelity, a pledge, a promise, or an agreement, or a treaty. So you make an agreement. You make an agreement, or you make a promise. Through the Spirit, hey, the Most High said what? It said people are going to be breaking those things. All right, they'd be at peace, or make a promise to do, and then they don't come through with the promise. That's all that's happening in these times and in these days. All right, as he says, so we got to be in the last days, because that's all I'll be seeing. That's what we see through the Spirit. It says false accusers. All right, what, you're accusing somebody of something that they didn't do. All right, and that's going to happen, especially to the men of the Lord. They're going to make all types of accusations. Okay. Falsely accuse someone of doing this, falsely accuse somebody of doing that. Hey, that's what's to come. It says incontent. Incontent. Look up that word. Incontinent. It says wanting self-restraint. All right. It says chiefly sexual appetites, unable to control bowels or bladder, or to restrain. So you can't restrain your appetites, or you can't restrain sexual appetites. All right. This whole society, you see why? This whole society produces and promotes nothing but lustful activity. All right. Here it is. You had Cardi B with a thing on a WAP video. What they got on the internet, pornography. You jump on pornography and lose your damn mind. It says you unable to control yourself. That's wanting self-restraint. That was going to be here in its time. People who just can't control themselves. Just lusting all the damn time. Not moderate, not temperate. They can't hold themselves back. These are things that are happening through the Spirit. That's why you have to fast. That's why you have to pray. Okay, this is what Timothy was seeing in the last days, and these are things that even in my own personal life that happens to me personally, and that's how you know that shit. Damn, you losing that battle in the flesh, and that shit you in them last days. Okay, but there's a method on how to get out of it. That's to pray. And that's not, that's being pushed out by the apostles, but it got to constantly be reminded. It got to constantly be said, because if you're not doing it, then that's when you get overcome by these things. And yeah, every day you may do your minor praise, but these are praise that got to be put up. Lord, please do not put me into temptation. You got to fast. You got to take those actions and do those rituals. All right. So it says, fierce despisers of those that are good. Dang, say, fierce, actually, fierce. People just mean as hell. Fierce. It says, proud. I go back to proud again. Noble, bold, haughty, strong, overwhelmingly violent, fierce, wild, proud, mighty, great, impressive, wild, uncultivated, savage. You know, you got rappers who say that uncultivated, man. You know, the Most High say, what, you know, I plant a noble vine, you become a degenerate, you know, uncultivated, meaning you ain't, you know, when you cultivate something, you know, you plant something, you know, that means it wasn't even properly planted. It says waste, a desert, savage, cruel. It says a wild beast, you know. So again, that's what we seeing in these times. You see nothing but wild beasts. It says in Isaiah 51, you know, our people will be on the corner as wild as a bull in the net. And that's all you see, man. You had them, you watch them, that's all you see, especially with the youth, you know. These guys with this drill music, wild beasts, you know, for all these gangs, they scream like wild beasts, you know, yelling woo and chose and this and now you got all that. They're just wild, man. They're just wild beasts, uncontrollable, uncultivated, okay? They proud, they haughty, flash money, do this, I got that. You know, they just talk crazy, you know, bold, all right? Go out and shoot, kill each other broad day, you know, a haughty spirit, all right? So that energy is out here. So as brothers in the truth, that energy being out here, energy just flowing through, you know, you're going to get dirty, and what you got to do is pray, you got to fast, you got to be checked. Okay, because you don't want to get a haughty spirit. You don't want to become a wild. You don't want to be ferocious, you know, and start talking pridefully. Okay, and it says, and it happens too. And when other brothers do it too, you got to check it as well. You know, because it happens. It happens because that's the flesh, but it got to be checked. You know, every brother got to be checked. For myself and all around. You know, you don't want to, that's why I do this, or I do think that's that pride, that's that, because everything is through the spirit. You don't do shit. You ain't nobody. You know what I mean? The Most High could have had us all dumb. You know what I mean? The Most High could have had us all brain dead. Most High could have had us back in the world doing stupid shit. You know? So that's the spirit that got to be checked. You know? Because if you don't check it or you see it, then it jumps around. You know, and then you get filthy. And, you know, another brother get filthy. You know, and the Most High is going to look at us like, you know, we got to be clean through the spirit, okay? So it says, despisers of those that are good, all right? People look down on this preaching his word. You know, sometimes, brothers, you might not think that this is, you might look down on it sometimes. Oh, man, you know, only one or two people viewing the video. I ain't got to go out, man. Hey, Jake ain't even listening, you know. But this is what the Most High told us to do. This is what's good to him. He even said prophesy to the wind. So you can't despise this work. This is how you woke up. This is how I woke up in its truth. Okay, this work changed our life. This work is still changing our life. All right, these reproofs are still coming down the line because brothers got to improve and get better. You can't just all of a sudden think it's nah, you know, it's cool. I ain't got, nah, that spirit can't. That's a wicked spirit. Okay, because you don't want to look down on, you know, and them brothers doing another video. Where brothers doing those videos for, you know, but those are good things, you know, and at least that man is laboring in something, ain't doing nothing wicked, you know, at least, you know, for that, at least, you know, pushing out, trying, okay, that's where the salvation is going to be anyway. All right, so it says, verse 4, traitors. All right, you're gonna have a lot of traitors. Okay, hey, you know the story of Judas Iscariot. He was a traitor. Okay, he was amongst Yahushua. Okay, so there's agents, there's spiritual agents. All right, it says a traitor, one who betrays a trust or a duty. Some brothers who was in the truth. All right, they betrayed their trust or duty. You know, went back, joined the military. You know, just totally jumped up out the truth. Okay, you know, some people betrayed doing the work for chasing after the world. Okay, you know, it says also a villain or deceiver. You know, deceiving, showing themselves to be a certain way, but they really ain't that way. Okay, and that's why again the Most High is going to bring it all to light. Okay, because he already know the kingdom can't be ran with no. It has to be proper, man. It can't be ran by no by half-ass or not all the way there. Nah, these individuals that's gonna make it there are gonna be solid. All right. So traitor again, deceiver. Okay, there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of deceivers. You know, not even just amongst in the truth, but just I'm saying that even in the people you deal with in the world. You know, people who you or family members who would say, "Oh no, I love you." You know, all of that's gonna be brought to light, man. All right. Hey, even oh wow, I typed in it even popped up originally. Usually the suggestion of Judas Iscariot, especially of one false to his allegiance to a sovereign government. All right, you jakes out there who's chasing to build up Black America, you're a traitor to your allegiance or your sovereign or your government. Because the Most High, those who got the spirit of voting or wanting to be here, you're trading. Those who take the chip, you're trading the Most High, your sovereignty to a government, which is your loyalty to the Most High. Okay, all right. So with all these things being here, they're heavy things. So when you read that, it says heady, okay, high-minded, again, being proud, that pride spirit, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. That's what this whole world promotes. Nothing but lovers of pleasures. Having a good time. Going over here to have a good time. Going over there to have a good time. I gotta have, you gotta have always gotta have a good time. Now, there's nothing wrong with treating yourself. Not saying you can't treat yourself or go out, treat your lady or different things of that nature. But it says, again, they're lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. All right, meaning that they don't care about the Most High. They just care about themselves, which goes back to again, being lovers of themselves. They rather all the pleasures. What is the pleasures of the world that Jake chase after? To live it up, money, the woman, travel all around the world. That's what they love more than the Most High. Okay, and the Most High made all those things. It says verse 5, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. Okay, so they got a form, they know they're Israelite. You got a lot of those out there. They have the form of godliness. Oh yeah, I'm shalom. They wear the fringes. All right, but they denying the power thereof. Some of them might not even believe in Yahushua. Some of them don't. They're not even a dot. It's like a fad. They just have a form of godliness, but they denying the actual power behind doing this truth. They just deny it. You got a lot of those, walk by and do it. Maybe some of them will snap out of it, but these are again the things that Timothy was shown through the Spirit. It says, but denying the power thereof from such turn away. All right, so it say turn away from them dudes. For of this sort, they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts. All right, it said, for of this sort, they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women. Yeah, leading a woman, all right, laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning, never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Oh my gosh. Ever learning. I mean, you got jakes out there selling hella books out there. Ever learning, never able to come in. They can show you, they tell you that, but they never able to come into the truth. And this is true. This has to be now. So, with all of these different things I was named in the book of Timothy, man, right? And all these things I was named in the book of Timothy, right? This is why, this prayer is good right here. Matthew chapter 6, verse 9. And after this manner, therefore, pray ye our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Meaning, holy be thy name. It's separate. All right? It's separate. Okay? Verse 10, thy kingdom come, that will be done in earth. All right, the Most High kingdom is being established. Okay, starting with you, so-called you Israelites out there, man. Starting with you. All right, that's how it's coming. All right, starting with you. All right, raising up, getting to know your nationality, getting to know the requirements of how you should be operating. Okay, it says that will be done on earth. It says that kingdom come, that will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And that will is going to be done. Right now we're rehearsing the righteous acts. But it's gonna be not a rehearsal, it's gonna be a full performance. Okay, such as the Sabbath, such as the high holy days. I think right now we got it's a feast of dedication coming up, you know, with they say Hanukkah was Kanawak, right? Dealing with the Maccabean revolt, okay, in the book of Maccabees. All right. Verse 10, verse 11, give us this day our daily bread, right? You can forgive us, right? Give us this day our daily bread. That's another good, the Most High give you daily bread. You understand? So you're able to eat for that day, eat for the next day, you know? It says, and that's what the Lord told us to pray for. He said, I don't, pray for abundance, a whole bunch of other stuff, that ain't things to be a daily bread. Let's keep it simple. That's why Yahweh Shah gave us this prayer. All right. It says, verse 12, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Right. Forgive us our debts because we make mistakes. According to Timothy, those things I read, those are mistakes and things that I have done. Even recent, and things that through the Spirit I have to pray and fast on through the Spirit, because this is what we have to do, through the Spirit, on Lord's will, the Most High, through those correction rebukes from other brothers and channeling the proper course, those things be healed and get better with. All right. So I'll be able to walk that right life. At the end of the day, it's all about walking. It's all about walking how the Most High made you to walk, man. The Most High made us to walk the right walk. I want to operate the right way. That's what I was born to do. I wasn't born to be lover of this or do that. I was born to walk the right walk. This is how I was supposed to walk. I was made to be. This is how I would want to walk, through the Spirit. And that's what we strive for, to strive to do. All right. It says, verse 13, lead us not into temptation. See, that's a good prayer. How Shah said that. Why you got to put that up there? Because there's certain things that's above your measure that you can't take. We like the Lord said, spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Okay, so lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And like we said in Timothy's, what we said, perilous times, even last days, perilous times shall come. In the days is going to be evil. All right. So you want to be delivered from that. All right. You don't want to be put in those tempted situations where you're going to make a cardinal decision. All right. It says, for thine is the kingdom and the power and glory forever. Amen. The Most High giving us a blueprint to protect us. He's giving us a blueprint to protect us from a bad decision that you could possibly make that'll be a last decision in the flesh. All right. Let's get it. Why? Because Matthew's 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, what is this different iniquities? We just read them in Timothy's. That's abounding on all platforms. Okay? Why? Because it says Satan traveled through the prince of power of the air. All right? So, that internet, that TV, those are all devices that you constantly taking in information. The Wi-Fi. Then you got them spiritual demons out there. So this is heavy, man. This is heavy. It says, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So it's about people about to be cold-hearted. All right, all the job loss, well, all of these things, trickery, deceit. All right, that's been going on. People gonna wax cold. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. All right. So the Lord said, if you endure to the end, you shall be saved. I'm gonna get one more, and I'll close it out through the Spirit. Close it out through the Spirit. This was Psalms chapter 57, verse 1. Be merciful unto me, O Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, be merciful unto me. This is a good prayer because those mistakes again in the flesh, you're gonna need mercy. All right, because those are mistakes. All right, those are bad habits in the flesh. Those are wrongdoings, so to speak. All right, those are wicked doings. Okay, so we're gonna need mercy. Be merciful unto me, O Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, be merciful unto me, for my soul trusteth in thee. Right, reason why we doing this work, reading right now. I trust this is the process. I trust this is the way. If this wasn't the way, then I wouldn't even be, but through the Spirit, the Most High have revealed that to me. Okay, it's not on my own. Through having other brothers, that this is other brothers who the Lord put the Spirit on as well to guide you. But like the Lord told Peter, flesh and blood can reveal this to you. The Most High, see, it's even is in you, is not. You had dudes that did walk away. You tell them 1,000 things, they don't see it. But this is the way, man. It says, yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge. Right. So in the shadow of the Most High's wings, he will make his refuge until these calamities be overpassed. All right. What is the calamities being overpassed? A lot of the destruction, but also those things in Timothy's, those are calamities too. Those are spirits that'll destroy you too. All right, so we gotta pray for that mercy. We gotta trust in the shadow, all right, of the Most High. Okay, verse 2: I will cry unto God, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Most High, unto God that performeth all things for me. All right, the Most High is gonna perform all these things. Most High said He's gonna cause the angel to stand up and lift up that standard in that time. No man is gonna do that. All right, the Most High is gonna do that. All right, He's going to deliver us in that time. He already has the playbook set up. Okay, so it says, verse 3, He shall send from heaven and save me from the reproach of him that would swallow me up. Who's that? The devil, Satan. All right, so the Lord going to send rebukes. He going to send correction. All right, He going to send the right spirit down. Okay, and the water, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because Satan want to swallow you up. He wants you to get back calm. He wants you to get in word. That's his job. It's to sift. It's to sift. And rightfully so, because this is the Most High's business. You gotta figure out the Most High. This is you running the business. You gotta know who is gonna do their job in your business. Do their job efficiently, the right way. And be focused on their job, and that's what the Most High is looking for. You're gonna have Satan, all right? If they don't, he's gonna go out there to swallow you up, because certain people they looking for something else. They may be looking for the world. They may be looking for the benefits now. Verse 4, my soul. Verse 3, Slaki. He shall send from heaven and save me from the reproach of him that will swallow me up. Salah. God, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, shall send forth His mercy and truth. All right? Now with his mercy, is that, let's look up the word mercy. We pretty much got a understanding of it. Let's look it up in the etymology. It says God's forgiveness of His creatures' offenses, all right? His kindness, His grace, His pity. So, now Most High is going to have things checked and rebuked, but He's going to show you pity. And that's you praying and ask for that. He's going to send forth His pity. He's going to, okay, I understand. You know what? I see. I understand. I'm gonna let it go. But don't do that. But how do you get the Most High mercy? Praying, fasting, Those are the things he look for, because he know that. What do those things show? It's not the fact that you're not eating anything. It's the fact that you believe that that he said that's the proper way to go about it. It's not just because you could go you could do it just to do it. It's because that the Lord said that's the way to do it. You understand? And that's it. That's the way you do it. Okay, so it says Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall send forth his mercy and truth. What is the truth? The word. And that's all that's going out, man. Constant edification. My soul is among lions. What do you think lions want to do? All right, they want to eat. They want to hunt. They want to catch you off guard. You get those off guard moments, because that's what to do. As soon as you turn your back, that lion going to jump. That's all he want to do. He want to catch your soul off guard. It says, and Allah, even among them that are set on fire, even the sons of men, whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongue a sharp sword. Be thou exalted, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, above the heavens. Let thy glory be above the earth. Right? So the Most High's glory, hasn't even been shown, because people ain't even giving him reverence. All right? People haven't even gave Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua reverence. Okay? So it says, that's pretty, I'm gonna finish this off. They have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down. They have digged a pit before me into the midst, whereof they are falling themselves. Right. So this devil, he's setting up all of this chaos. They want to bring order out of chaos. He's setting it up where people are going to go crazy out here in these streets. He's setting this up. It really is the Lord, because the Lord is going to test us out. We start off with second Esdras, but he's using what? He's using men, the wicked, to do that. Okay, but they're going to fall in it. It says, my heart is fixed on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. My heart is fixed. I will sing and give praise. Yeah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. That's what it really got to be down to. Are you in this for the Most High? Are you in this because the Most High told you to? Do you believe that this is the right way, according to how the Most High said it? And that you got to be fixed on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You have to be. You have to be. Because being fixed on other things in the world, or you thinking the world will be the right way to do things and improve your goodness, that's the wrong way to go about it. And then that's when all the fleshly activity come in. You see? Because if you fixed on the Most High, those things like that, things that'll please him will come off smooth and natural. It says, verse 8, awake up, my glory, awake, psaltery and harp. I myself will awake early. Verse 9, I will praise thee, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, among the people. So how you do that? Going on the highways and byways, doing these videos. We're praising the Most High among the people. Even David said that. All right, I will sing unto thee among the nations. We're singing to the Most High among the nations. It said, we will prepare a table in the presence of our enemies. Verse 10, for thy mercy is great unto the heavens, and thy truth unto the clouds. Be thou exalted, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, above the heavens, and let thy glory be above all the earth. So, with that being said, through the Spirit, man, I'm going to end it off. And these are things that's needed, brothers, to work on, brothers and sisters, those out there who are hearing the word, because the days are evil and they're going to get even more wicked. All right, and there's a heavy demonic activity that's going to attack the flesh. So we got to pray, that the Most High don't, because it's going to be a trial in the world. But we got to pray. We got to fast. Pray the Most High give us integrity. He give us the spirit to endure, and that He lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil. Okay. With that being said, all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakah HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. Once again, salutations to the Akim of the Shepherd of Berea Camp. Shalom. With that being said, Kwame Yasha Allah. Kwame Yasha Allah. Kwame Yasha Allah.